Hello student, in last class we have started some question based on partial fraction. So today also with a different combination we are going to attend some more question to find out integration using partial fraction method. Now in order to that I am going to start with the question number 9, in which term is available at the denominator position is totally in form of the expression, means no factor form or none of the another form is being written in a question form. So first of all, this denominator we have to convert in such a way that it can be handled for partial fraction form. So first of all, this denominator form we are going to sort out separately. So that will give you x cube minus x square minus x plus 1. Cubic factor we have to find it out. Now here it is being a very simple form, so it is clear from the given expression that x minus 1 you can generate as a common factor. So here in first two x square we take common, so x square minus 1. In last two minus 1 you take common, so this will be again x minus 1. Now it is what? X minus 1 common, x square minus 1. Further make it factorize. This will give you x minus 1, x minus 1 and x plus 1. So finally this expression you can write as x minus 1 whole square and x plus 1. Now replace this denominator term by this factor form. So your question will be entirely changed, which can be further processed as a partial fraction form. So now your question is turned as x plus 1 into x minus 1 whole square. Now partial fraction we will use to find out the constant evaluation. So the next step, as we have done in the last lecture also, so same process here also it will be implemented to this derived form. So let it be find it out. On taking this fraction only, this one 3x plus 5 upon x plus 1 x minus 1 whole square. Here you can see three constants are to be introduced. So let it be introduced over here. Means first the linear combination under this a constant, another one is b as a x minus 1, and third is carrying x minus 1 whole square form. Now your method of writing will remain same. Go for taking LCM, that will be obviously x plus 1 and x minus 1 whole square. What is in the denominator? This is x minus 1 whole square plus b x minus 1 x plus 1. In the last one it is x plus 1. Now go for comparison of the numerator only. So this is your 3x plus 5 a x minus 1 whole square plus b x minus 1 x plus 1, and the last it is x plus 1. Now one by one we will go for writing its value regarding the x, but before that one more step I would like to write, that is expanded form and here multiplication of these two, so we can find out its solution form. This is to be referred for further solution. In the beginning we will refer this form only. So here you see this is a x square minus 2x plus 1 plus b. This will give you x square minus 1, the last one keep as such. So when you will go for comparison or equating the coefficient, at that time we will refer this equation, otherwise this is enough for handling further situation. Now the first case we will take when your x minus 1 is equal to 0, or you can say x is equal to 1. So at that time this multiple will turn 0, this multiple will turn 0, c will be evaluated. So on substitution of x is equal to 1, this will give you 3 into 1 plus 5. This is a into 0 plus b into 0 plus c 1 plus 1. So this will give you 8. This is 0, and this is 2c. So c you will get as a 4. Now the second one is a Substitution of x plus 1 is 0 means x is equal to minus 1. So at that time what will happen? This will turn to 0, this will turn to 0. So evaluation of a will take place. So this will be your minus 3 plus 5. This is a. In place of x minus 1 means minus 1 whole square plus it will be 0 and that will also be 0. So here it will give you 2. This is minus 2 square means 4a. So here you can say your a is coming out as a 1 by 2. So this way these two constants we have evaluated. Now one is remain to evaluate, but here we are not having any more factor which can be equate as a 0. So for that purpose we have to go for equating the coefficients. So here we will compare. Now the next step we will write equating coefficient of x square. 1 will be enough to find out the remaining constant. So for that purpose we will use this equation form, so it is not required. Now for third, equating coefficient of x square on both the sides. So here it will give you 0. Here coefficient of x square means a. Here coefficient of x square means b. C is not having any of the coefficients. So here b is coming out as minus a, means b is your minus half. So this way your C is 4, A is 1 by 2 and B is minus 1 by 2. Substituted over here this A, B and C, we can proceed for further integration. So here after substitution of this all three constant, your question will be turned is A means 1 upon 2, x plus 1. Next is B means minus half, x minus 1. And the third one C we have evaluated as a 4. So this is 4 upon x minus 1 whole square. So this way these three terms are going to be separate out for further integration. All terms are available for integration directly. So now we will proceed about the integration. So on integrating our terms, here it is 1 upon x form, this is also 1 upon x form, but here it is 1 upon t square means t power minus 2. So that integration also twice or thrice we have already written. So on integration, this will be your 1 upon 2 log x plus 1. This is 1 upon 2 log x minus 1. Now here this is plus 4, x minus 1 with power minus 2. So on integration this will give you x minus 1 with power minus 1 upon minus 1. Now this minus are to be adjusted. Here half we can take common. So your log term can be combined as a m by n form. This minus will multiply over here with this positive sign, and this is x minus 1 and this is being constant. Further it can be sorted out for combined form as a log x plus 1 upon x minus 1. This is minus 4 x minus 1. So this way your integration will be carried out. So if your question is available with the higher order of x, convert in a required factor form and then proceed about the solution form. Now the next category we are going to introduce is your question number 12, in which your question is available with the improper form. Up to now whatever the question we have attended, all were in a proper form, means the power of the term of a numerator was less than the power of the term of a denominator with respect to the variable, that is x. Now in the next question, 12th question, first of all we have to convert the question in a proper form, and then only you can use the partial fraction method over there. Now in 12th question, your I is available as a x cube plus x plus 1 upon x square minus 1. Now this question is to be converted first in form of a proper form. It is available in a improper form because this is carrying x cube, this is carrying x square. So first of all make them divide. So x square minus 1, x cube plus x plus 1. So first it will go for x. So this is x cube minus x. Make them subtract. This is 2x plus 1. So this whole expression you can write it as x plus 2x plus 1 upon x square minus 1. Now this question you can solve in two manners. First of all, you make these two separate and then go for writing the solution. Otherwise, make it factorize as x plus 1, x minus 1 and then proceed about the partial fraction method. So the method which is convenient to you, anyone you can follow over here. Here I am going to write one thing. I am just writing them separate. This way. Why I did so, it will be clear to you. This is a normal term, it can be integrated easily. Here, suppose x square minus 1 as a t, dt is available in the numerator. So this will go for a logarithm on writing the integration. Here, this is the direct formula 1 upon x square minus 1 means it is 1 upon x square minus a square form. So that formula also we are knowing. So direct now we can go for writing its integration. So on integrating, what will you have? If your method is changed for integration, obviously the answer form will be changed. So here don't try to match the answer. If you have changed the method, definitely your answer form will be changed, but you will be very sure that what the method you are going to be implement theoretically, that is correct. So here integration of x you will take as a x square upon 2. Here verbally you can suppose every time, no need to write it as a t, dt or everything. This is your t, 2x is dt available, so this is 1 upon t log. So this will go for logarithm of x square minus 1. This is a direct theorem you can implement. This is direct formula, so this is 1 upon 2a log of x minus a upon x plus a. Now make your term adjust x square by 2 plus log x square minus 1 plus 1 upon 2 log of x minus 1 x plus 1. So this way you can write it the answer form. Another way of writing such type of question is also, I told you, this is the one method you can implement. Another one, this is the second part you make separate as a I1. Now this I1 you will write as the integration of 2x plus 1 upon x square minus 1 dx. Now this is 2x plus 1 dx. Make it factorize as x minus 1 x plus 1. Now it can be proceed for partial fraction on making introduction of your constants. That is your a upon x minus 1 and b upon x plus 1. Now the method is clear, you can find it out. These two a and b constant, and then you can proceed about the integration separately, and then after at last substitute the value of this integrated term over here. So this is the another method you can implement to this given form. Now the next I am going to move towards question number 15. That is also one of the another category. Now in 15th one, your question is available as a 1 upon x power 4 minus 1. Up to now we have not attended any of the question with this category. So first of all, make it factorize as a x square plus 1, x square minus 1. So this question also you can handle in two ways. At this situation also we can find out the partial fraction, or if it is not convenient to you, you can convert this question as a 1 upon x square plus 1, x plus 1 and x minus 1. So you will produce 4 constant over there. Now here one thing is very clear, or it is suit to our question, that in numerator none of the term is carrying x. So here direct you can move for writing its solution as a partial fraction form. So here direct I am going to convert your question in that form. Now this is the category when x square is to be replaced by t, and in t you find out the partial fraction, and at last in terms of a x only we will make a integration. So first of all, let x square is equal to t. No need to find a dx or dt here. This is the main part of this question. So your question will be turned as 1 plus x square. This is x square minus 1, that you will write as 1 upon t plus 1 and t minus 1. This is to be write as a partial fraction form. So separately these two are to be treated. This is a upon t plus 1 plus b upon t minus 1. Go for taking LCM. This will give you t minus 1 into a plus b, t plus 1. As a normal case we write t minus 1 is equal to 0, means t is equal to 1. So this is the 1, this will 0. This is b, 1 plus 1. So b is coming out as 1 by 2. Secondly, this t plus 1 we will make a 0, means t is equal to minus 1. So this is 1 minus 1 a plus 0. So your a is coming out as minus 1 by 2. So this way these two constant we are having, means now your question is turned as minus 1 upon 2 t plus 1, whereas it is plus 1 upon 2 t minus 1. Now you write this form as a, or in form of x as a, or here it is better if we write 1 upon 1 plus x square, 1 minus x square. Now it can be expressed as this way, minus 1 upon 2 x square plus 1 plus 1 upon 2 x square minus 1. Now this is the form we have to treat for further integration. So you come to the question frame here. Here one thing you notice, dx dt we have not found it out, and even we are going to write the integration in terms of x. So before writing integration, turn your question in terms of x, means replace t as a x square. So now your I will be turned as, this is the question we have. So it is to be write as minus 1 upon 2 x square plus 1 plus 1 upon 2 x square minus 1, and this is your dx. Now we will write integration for both the function. 1 upon x square plus 1 means 1 upon a tan inverse x by a. 1 upon x square minus 1 means 1 upon 2a log x minus a upon log x plus a. So for these two we will write the integration over here. So this is your minus half outside. 1 upon a is a 1 here. This is tan inverse x upon a. Now next is a 1 upon 2. 1 upon 2 because of the formula. This is log a means 1, no need to write. X minus 1 upon x plus 1. This is the constant. Now make an arrangement of the term. It is minus 1 upon 2 tan inverse x only. This is 1 upon 4 log of x minus 1 upon x plus 1 plus c. So this way this question you can handle on replacement of the x square by t. Another method also I told you that x square minus 1 you can write as x plus 1, x minus 1, and that way 4 constants are to be introduced and accordingly the solutions will be come out. So it depends on the question form or your vision that which method is suit to you or which method is suit to your question. So accordingly you go for selection of your method. Now the next and an important form is question number 16. In 16th one, this is the form available. Up to now what the question we have handled, it was carrying x power cube, x power 2 or a linear combination x only. But here we are having quite different form, that is x power n. So obviously it is to be sorted out. So here first of all we are going to turn your question in such a way that factorization is possible easily or partial fraction you can introduce easily. Now here first of all x power n we are going to suppose as a t. Here dt is to be find it out. So differentiate both sides n x power n minus 1 dx is equal to dt. Here you can see this numerator is containing 1 only. So except dx all the terms we have to keep under the dt. So this will be your dx dt upon n x power n minus 1. Now this dx you write over here in the question frame. So this will be your dt, n is being constant, x power n minus 1. This x is already present here. This x power n means t plus 1. It is carrying power 1. So these two powers will be adjusted. This 1 upon s is being constant. This is dt, x power n minus 1 plus 1. This is t plus 1. You know all the variable or the whole system should be in a one variable form. So this is also to be write in form of t. So how it is to be? This is 1 upon a dt. On making these two power cancel, it is x power n t plus 1. X power n what we have supposed in the beginning? T. So this is to be write as a t. This is your t. This is t plus 1. Now we have converted question in a linear combination. Now this is you can handle direct from the question frame or it can be proceed for partial fraction. Now here I am going to arrange this as directly. How it is possible? This is your 1 upon n. As a multiple of dt 1 is present, so 1 we will take for reference, plus t and minus t from our side, because t plus 1 and t we required. So this way the terms are to be produced. Partial fraction also you can use to find out terms separate. Now we make here two combination generate. This is your 1 upon n. Here 1 plus t we are going to keep together and this minus t separate. Under that this is t 1 plus t. Now make these two terms separate and under each term you keep this t 1 plus t form. So this is 1 upon n 1 plus t, this is t, 1 plus t, direct also you can write. You see this 1 terms cancel. Finally we are having 1 upon t minus 1 upon 1 plus t. Now both terms are available for direct integration. So proceed for the integration here. This is 1 upon n. Log on integration, this is log of t minus log of 1 plus t. Answer should be in form of x only. So x power n we have supposed as a t. So t replace everywhere in form of x. This is log x power n minus log 1 plus x power n. This also you can write in a division form. Log of x power n upon 1 plus x power n. So this will be your final answer form regarding this question frame. Now this question, it can be implemented with the higher order of x. Here in place of n you may have a cubic, you may have as a 4, 5 like that. So my method of writing will remain same. Only the change is in place of x power n, you will suppose that cubic 1, x power 4, x power 5 as a t. Automatically your question will be turned similar to this pattern. Now here I am going to write one question in which trigonometrical solutions we will use to find out the partial fraction. I am giving you the hint. Try to write the solution. If any problem arises, you can ask. And normally such type of questions are going to be asked because it is based on interconversion using trigonometrical solutions. This partial fraction is a vast topic. Various combinations it can be generated which can be converted in form of partial fraction form. Here I am writing one question. Going to convert, it is an extra one but important. The question is dx upon cos of x and cos of 2x. Now here first of all, this cos x is available. For cos 2x we are having formula in terms of cos as well as in terms of sine. But here this cos is available, so this cos we will convert in form of sine. So here also for your cos 2x you will write the sine formula, that is 1 minus 2 sine square x. Now the next step is a multiplication division by cos of x. This way. Now this cos square you turn as 1 minus sine square x, 1 minus 2 sine square x. Now your question is available for partial fraction after substitution of sin x as a t. So let sin x as a t, make it differentiate. So cos x dx as a dt form. Now the whole question you will convert in form of t as a dt, 1 minus t square, 1 minus 2t square. Now here you see everywhere you are having t square term. So now t square you can replace by the another variable as a y or as a t1 or as a u or v, and then make it separate for a partial fraction. So you can, I hope you can complete now this question. So the important part regarding this question is the conversion of the question in a partial fraction form. If you will think about the single form, you will confuse that which method you can implement with the two product of trigonometrical solution. Suppose in the same question it would be sine. So this you will write in terms of cos, and then cos 6 you will suppose as a t. So automatically your question will turn with this type of combination. So try this question. If any problem arises, you can ask. Thank you.